Is good. This is on par with Noah Cheney. This is episode one. Currently, I'm a 16 handicap, trying to see how far I can go in the game of golf, which I've been playing for about 8 years now. And I got really good at one point, kind of got sidetracked with life, and I'm going to get into that. Kind of the first episode is going to be an intro of um, where I started, where I am now, how I got there, and the next few weeks are going to be tracking my progress, breaking down weekly rounds, stuff like that. Maybe some golf talk. Maybe have a few other people on, but we'll get right into it. So I started golf when I was 14. I was really skinny at the time. I was 6'2", 135, so really skinny. Now I'm about 170, and so I started at 14, and I didn't really have anything to do. I quit football at the time, and I'm like, what do I do next? And kind of picked up golf. And at first, I thought it was going to be really easy. I saw, people like John Daly or whoever just kind of drinking, smoking, having a good time, and I realized how difficult it was, and it made me love it. Made me want to show up every day, and made me want to work hard. And I didn't have a ton of money, but I got a set of clubs for about around $50, and um, I got free golf through school. So every time I could play, I did, and whatever I could get rides, if or whatever it was, I got on the course. And then it wasn't until around 19 I got a job at a golf course for about 3 years. I played before my shift, after my shift. I'd hit the range, then play 9 holes after, or vice versa, or whatever it was. I did that for about 3 years. I also played golf in community college for 3 years as well. And then it wasn't until that point I went out to Colorado, lived out there for a while, and it was really cool. But to be honest, I had a little bit too much of that, and got really sidetracked, and I kind of got off my game. And now I'm, 4 year, a year and a half later, I moved back. My old man passed away, and um, kind of didn't really help me get back to where I wanted to be. But long story short, I'm back here. It wasn't until a few months ago where I was just kind of swinging it, and I'm like, man, this is a good time. And then I started swinging more and more, and I'm like, man, I could be really good. And just last week, I decided to quit weed fully sober, and just want to say for anyone who's going through that as well, um, you're not alone, for one, and for two, for any of your friends who are going to judge you or whatever it is. Just, if they're judging you, they're not really your friends in the first place. So fuck them, in my opinion. But yeah. And now I hit the range 6 days a week, course 1 day a week. I usually do 3 days, about an hour to 2 hours of chipping and putting, and then after that, I hit usually around 100 balls if I can. I usually do that about 3 days a week, and then of course 1 day a week. Um, it's been really difficult. I haven't really had any good rounds so far this year, just because I just quit weed now, and every round I had, I was either drunk, hungover, high, or all three. Or so I just kind of figuring things out, grinding day by day, and loving the process. But I will say, for anyone chasing pro golf or chasing a better version of themselves, it can get really lonely at times. There's going to be times where you question it, times you want to give up, times that people won't understand. The more you tell about someone about this, the more they question it. They're like, really, is this really for you? And to be honest, they can't see the vision that you see in yourself, regardless of whatever it is you choose to do in this life. So just make sure that whether it's pro golf or knitting or whatever the fuck it is you want to do, you're doing it with everything you can. You're believing in yourself, which is most important, because at the end of the day, you could have millions of people not believe in you, but if you believe in yourself, eventually you will get that done. As long as you keep stacking days, you keep showing up, you keep working hard, and you keep fighting through the process, you will see the sun at the end of the day. And I truly believe that, regardless if I end up going pro, if I do something else in my life, I do believe that good will come out of this. But other than that, we'll just go kind of how I've been training. So um, I I usually I like to chip around the greens, like give myself a few tough shots here and there, and then I like to work on just basic shots. But really, all I'm really looking to do when I'm chipping and putting is build confidence, build a little bit of feel, and then for my iron game, right now I'm just trying to kind of form my ideal swing and then build consistency off of that. How I've been doing that is I've just been analyzing my swing, making adjustments day by day and kind of going from there. When something clicks, I try it a few times and I'm like, okay, this works. This doesn't work. Um, I'm again, right now I'm 16 handicap, so nothing crazy, but just kind of getting back into things of the true grind. And I really, you know, working hard at it. And it's not easy at times, and you want to give up most days. And but that's the beauty of the process. I the way I see it is, if I were to give up and I were to, sit in my room and do nothing, you know, I'm gonna be just as unhappy, if not way more unhappy than what I'm doing right now, chasing something, chasing a dream, trying to better myself. So, um, just keep pushing, and yeah, and that's for episode